My name is John, and if there's anybody that you would have thought would not have been a Christian, it was me. 20 years ago, I was an atheist. 10 years ago, I was a drug addict. I grew up in a Methodist church, learned the Bible, but didn't have to go to church. By the time I was 13, my parents didn't make me go to church. I took it upon myself to learn everything I could about science, anything I could to prove that there was no God. From the Big Bang Theory to evolution to physics, whatever it was, I took great pleasure in knowing things about the natural world and science so that I didn't have to put my faith in God. I thought people who had faith were just afraid of death, and those people I just thought were scared, confused, lost, whatever it was. But I enjoyed challenging them and testing their faith and their beliefs. And a lot of people, the answers they ended up with was, you just have to believe. That wasn't enough for me. I liked facts, evidence, and that type of stuff. This atheism ended up leading me to get a devil tattoo when I turned 18. I thought it was cool, I thought it was funny to have the mark of the beast on me because I didn't believe in heaven or hell. Eventually after that, I started getting into drugs and partying too much and was hanging out with the wrong people. Found myself hanging out with satanic worshipers, people who actually worship the devil. I thought they were crazy, so I wasn't scared of them. And once I started to realize that evil was actually real, I started questioning my own lack of faith and my own position. Where was I? I was either going to be on the good or the bad side, and as I realized the evil was real, I started to get scared and started to wonder what was going on. Eventually, a lot of my friends ended up in legal trouble, and I found myself in rehab. And I was at a Christian men's discipleship, which was really just a fancy name for a homeless shelter. At this place, I had nothing to do except go to church and read my Bible. And that was something that was required of you for being there. And I was an atheist. I was a devout atheist. I thought people who believed were silly. But I started from Genesis, and I read, and the stories were familiar to me from childhood, but they just started clicking. I realized I'd never actually read the New Testament before, so starting in Matthew and reading through that, the 4 different accounts of the gospel, it just started to really blow my mind that why would these people say these things if they didn't happen? Why would they put their life on the line and risk everything and come and follow this guy, especially to continue doing it after he died if they didn't see him, if they didn't believe, if they didn't know it was real? And again, I knew evil was real, and it just really started pulling at me, and I started to believe, I started to want to believe. And reading the Bible every day and going to church services, I wanted to know what was next. And finally we were at our church, and there was the standard, call to Jesus, say this prayer with me, raise your hand if you just gave your life to God. And I finally was at a point, I was at the bottom, the lowest of the lows. I was living in a homeless shelter. I was recovering from addiction. I was, a month sober maybe, 10 years ago. And I did it. I said the prayer, I gave my life over, and I meant it. It was real. And I raised my hand, and somebody came and got me, and they came and asked me those questions, and I was shaking. I was so nervous. I was so scared. I didn't know what else to do, but I did it. And it was awesome. Just the relief, the weight. My life didn't change. It didn't get better. I still lived in a homeless shelter, and I was still a recovering drug addict, but there was something new. There was a hope to me, and I just couldn't get enough of the Bible. I read it. I ate it up. I loved it. James 1:2, consider it pure joy, my friends, when you experience trials and tribulations of any kind. I just really held on to that verse and thought maybe my life to this point was to get me where I was at. And as a Christian, hanging on that verse when I went through something difficult, it really helps. I try my hardest not to tell my wife that when something's going bad, but I'm always thinking it whenever something's going on. I know that he's testing me, he's making me better, he's refining me to be what I should be. Eventually, I found a Christian woman. I love her, married her. We have a daughter together, starting a church. It's amazing. My transformation is just insane. My worst day as a Christian is just not that bad. My best day as a drug addict can't compare. And for that, I'm grateful, and I just continue to put my faith in Jesus, and that's where I want to be. To the skeptics, the unbelievers, the uncertain, evil is real. If there's bad things going on around you and you've seen it and you know it and you feel it, there has to be a counterforce to that. There's good, and all good comes from God to me. And if there's evil and there's Satan and there's negativity and demonic spirits that I've personally witnessed, especially in the midst of drugs and addiction, there's a good and there's a light, and that light is Jesus Christ. And if you can just find your way to give him a try, to accept him into your heart, it can just push out all that darkness. My name is John, and I'm a Trace.